Louisiana beer reviews, Modelo Negra. Well, I reviewed a bunch of interesting beers today, and I was at Walmart earlier in the morning, and I said, oh, well, let me go check the beer aisle because I was looking for something else, horseradish. But I went on the beer aisle and I said, oh, Modelo 12 pack. So I got it. And then the bulk merchandiser from the distributor was there, and he said, what are you buying? Or something like that. I said, I'm buying Modelo Negra. So this is a real classic. 1925 is when Modelo, the brewery in Mexico City was started, but 1930 the Negra, the dark, was introduced. Got these 12-ounce squat bottles, best by July of 2022, and it says 22 minutes after midnight on I'll never figure that out. I will never figure that out. Anyway, from Nava, Mexico, medium-bodied lager with slow roasted caramel malts, brewed for a rich, smooth taste. Now you see these advertisements. If you watch any boxing match, which I do watch from time to time, which is bad, seeing people hitting each other, but other sports, but especially boxing, prize fighting, you'll see Modelo. And they sponsor a lot of stuff. And they'll always show the Modelo Especial, but then the Negra alongside with it. They did try an Ambar. It didn't do well, I guess. I don't see it anymore online. I never saw it in person. I would have bought it and reviewed it. But anyway, so I said, gotta get Modelo. I gotta get it. I can't help it. I have to. I gotta do it. So this is one of the real classics. It's brewed in Mexico, 12-ounce serving, 5.4% alcohol, 172 calories. If you're looking to lose weight, don't drink this. If you want to put on some pounds, drink a bunch of these, you'll do it. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Crown Imports used to have a nice little website, but when they got bought out by Constellation Brands, their website went bye-bye. Constellation got an okay website. I mean, the Modelo website is fine. It's owned ultimately by Anheuser-Busch InBev, but Constellation Brands handles the United States distribution due to United States antitrust laws, which were started in 1890 and which I call protect government favored monopoly laws. But anyway, enough of that. I have this glass. I broke one. Thankfully, I didn't break two. This is a Cerveza Negra Modelo. Modelo literally sent me these two glasses in 2014 with strings attached. Obviously, I had to do cooking videos. Could never figure out why they picked me, because I don't really cook fabulous food, but they said just do videos where you're cooking pork, chicken, beef, etc., and then drink the beer with the food, and we'll give you $50 worth of Modelo. I said, you got it. So they said, and Rick Bayless is doing it too, this chef. I said, okay, me and Rick Bayless. I didn't know I rated that high, but they also sent me a wooden cutting board, which is wonderful, Modelo. So this was back when it was Negra Modelo until they Latinized it to Modelo Negra. Gold rim glasses. Boy, it was a heartbreaker when I broke that glass, let me tell you. So what happened was Mexico had borrowed a lot of money from France and Austria so they could waste it. And then in 1862, France and Austria, the Austrian Empire said, to Mexico. You think you're going to ever pay that money back? And the Mexicans were like, no, probably not. So France said, oh, you're going to pay the money back. It may not be in cash, but it'll be in kind. It'll be in kind. So the French Army arrived. French Army and Navy arrived in Mexico, not the Air Force, with the Austrian Duke, and he became the Emperor of Mexico, Maximilian, backed up by the French army of the Emperor Napoleon III, Louis Napoleon III, and so a lot of Austrians started moving to Mexico because they thought, oh, we got this new Austrian-ruled, French-backed empire, because Austria and France were in an alliance at the time, and for a good while, so off and on. Off in 1914 for sure, but and in 1939 for sure, but a lot of Austrians moved to Mexico, and they started bringing their styles there. One of the big styles they brought was the Vienna Lager from Vienna, Austria, and another product, and this is a Dunkel, like a not a Vienna Lager, it's like a German dark lager. So they got booted out in 1867 after the U.S. made implied threats to attack France. So then that project ended. But anyway, a lot of Austrians and French stayed behind in Mexico because, you know, they just said, we're trying to live here. We're not trying to overthrow the government. The Mexican government under Diaz said, oh, okay, you can stay, as long as you're not up to any hijinks. So then a lot of these European styles caught on in Mexico. Now, being that maize was commonly available in Mexico, just like in the United States, they added maize to the brewing mash bill, the brewing bill. There was no kind of Mexican Reinheitsgebot, so and it was very successful. So the Negra is extremely successful here. You may find 24-ounce, might be 25-ounce tall cans of this also. All right, so here we go. Beautiful product. Look at that brown. There is some ruby, but it's mostly brown, like a mahogany. Oh, no coloring, food coloring added. It's from the roasted malts. If you're thinking you're going to get a nose full of deep, intricate aromas, you're not going to. It's very mild. Let's go with the taste. Now, one thing. All right, so we had the hurricane, and so there's a lot of Latino heritage people here working on roofs and other projects. So any kind of Dos Equis, Corona, Modelo, they're just, you go to the grocery store, the beer store, at 7 in the morning, they're gone. It's cleaned out. So the turnover here for these products is extraordinary, which is good for the freshness. But they get off of work after being on that roof all day, and it's on. And in the morning, I go to the gas station. I see some of them buying the chiladas. But anyway, it's a common thing. They buy in these particular Tecate, yes, Dos Equis, yes. I remember one time somebody made a comment on YouTube. They were like, Mexicans don't drink Corona. That's an American thing. I said, really? Because that has not been my empirical evidence base. It's the #1 beer in Mexico, Corona Extra, but nobody drinks it in Mexico, you know, like they don't drink that stuff. Bud Light's probably #2. It's in a way it is simple. This beer is simple in its flavor. It's get a little bit of that lager sourness that you get with I don't mean sour beers, but those are really more like tart, like a lager sourness. Go do a long march through the American macro lagers. You'll see what I mean. Oh yeah, Sol. That's another one they knocking out. Carta Blanca, if you can find it. Body's medium, finishes mostly dry. Sweetness scale. Oh, 2 out of 5 sugar cubes. Bitterness scale, forget it. If you want a bitter beer, this ain't the one for you. But it's probably 1.5 out of 5 hop cones, and that's pushing it. Finishes dry. It's copacetic. I mean, it's gone. I mean, I dumped it into this big glass. I'm trying to think. Like I'm a little confused right now because I'm trying to think what to compare it to. I was trying to think like, well, if you like to drink, then this could be a good. But I don't know what the is. Maybe Michelob Amberbach, but do you see that anymore? I don't. That's faded away, sadly. Ziegenbach, if you live in Texas. Do you see that? Is that really popular in Texas? I don't think it is. Not anymore. Maybe Shinerbach, which is really is that really a Bach at 4% alcohol? Is that really a Bach? I don't think it's a Bach. It's a dark beer. So what do we compare this to? Victoria, that's only 4%. This is 5.4. It's not really, it's not a Vienna lager. Dos Equis Ambar, that's a good one. Can't get my 12 packs anymore of that, but at this time. But that's not really that strong. No, I don't know what this compares to, honestly. It's unique. I guess it's unique. I'm looking around at all these bottles. I'm thinking, what does it compare to? The only thing it really compares to is the long gone and not ever forgotten. We'll never forget. We'll never surrender. The Busch Signature Copper Lager. Oh, why did you do this to us? But I mean, us means a few people who drank it and everybody else ignored it, so the sales weren't there. But a Busch Signature Copper Lager. Oh, what a beer. Oh, what a fabulous beer. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, why did they get rid of it? Oh, I can't deal with it. But I would buy those 12 packs like I was sick in the mind. Oh, what a beer. Was it the best beer Anheuser-Busch made in the last 50 years? Easily. Easily. So yeah, I think the Busch Signature Copper Lager was similar to this. Used corn for adjunct. Similar ABV, that was 5.7. But we can't get the signature, so we get to buy this. I paid I don't know, $16 and something for it. 18 after tax. I don't know, 16. I don't know what it cost me. It used to be $14.99, but thanks to Joe Biden. In the Congress. Oh, $16.48. Alright. So $1.50 more than it used to be. See, you got, they raised the minimum wage 10%, and the prices only went up 10%. So you've broken even every year since 1933. Makes sense when you think about it. And if you got no sense, you'll think you're making progress. It's a dynamite product, really. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but I wouldn't kick it out of the refrigerator for eating crackers. Got 11 more. Yeah. It's a 9.2 out of 10. 9.2 out of 10, an A minus, but still an A minus. When you're paying that kind of money for an A minus beer, you get 12 of them to deal with. Yeah, who could complain? I won't. David, my friend, my co-reviewer. I gave you those spices from the Spice House. You doggone well better be using those, because I could have used them. Yeah, anyway, murmur, 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 nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more. It's a fine product. I'm glad I revisited it. Maybe in 5 years I'll go back to it again. So would this be a good product to bring to a dinner party? I think it would be. You could bring a 12-pack. You know, you could be a cheapo and bring Bush, a 12-pack of Bush. People would say, whoa, why are you bringing that? I wouldn't say that. I'd drink it. But I went to a party one time in Baton Rouge. Close to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I bought tall can 6-pack of Bush and a 6-pack of Steel Reserve, 6%. I put them in that ice chest. I was watching. I said, they were drinking it. I said, when it's free, it tastes better, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Anyway, yeah, I think that's fair. 9.2 out of 10. It's not going to set the world on fire. It's not like there is a good amount of sourness with it, actually, but it's nice. With tacos, fajitas, flautas, refried beans, and like a salad. Yeah, I think it would go. It would do very well. So, Laissez le bon temps rouler. An A minus beer from Modelo Negra, Modelo Brewery, Anheuser-Busch, InBev. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all go to Mexico City and tour the Ornava, if you're on at the river, and tour the brewery.